Welcome back to another entry in my video dive Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm Darling, and shall we see what's going on in Fawnhollow today. Now, what did I do last night? Did I play last night? I did play last night, I remember now. Because it was raining and I didn't have to water my flowers, I decided I'd spend a lot of time trying to do a lot of fishing and bug catching, I suppose. And we got a few new entries for our Fawnhollow Museum to take us to a new age of cultural significance. I don't know. Whatever. Hello everyone. Right now in Fawnhollow, it's 3:23 PM on Saturday, June 13th, 2020. Nothing really to speak of today. Which is fair enough, you know. Can't always have something happening every day. But it seems to... Oh. I'm sorry if you can hear that. There's like construction going... Our neighbours are doing some construction thing. I'm not really sure what they're doing, to be honest. But, you know, whatever they're doing, that's what they're doing. Let's check our mail. I can't remember if we ordered anything. Apparently not. My goodness, Chief, I had the strangest dream. In it, I was writing an important letter to you. Alas, when I awoke, I couldn't remember what the letter was about. I guess we'll never know. Anywho, hope this finds you well. Perplexed, Diana. Thank you, Diana. And we're gonna, firstly, check our Nook Mars missions for something. Furniture freshener. Is this for customizing? Might be for customizing. We're going to have a lot of flowers all about, probably. About a lot of new flowers because it rained yesterday, so... Hopefully there's not too many hybrids that we have to sort out, otherwise... Not that there's much of a problem, it's just a lot of effort, you know, digging them all up. Perhaps a lesson to be learned that I should stop planting similar flowers next to each other if I didn't want to have to sort them out, you know? Alas. That's what we got in store for us. Lily just vibing. Any new hybrids here? Doesn't seem like it. Of course, KK Side is here in town. We're just going to promptly ignore him though. And sort out these flowers instead. Because that's what we got going on. Do we stop construction? I don't know. Isn't it kind of amazing how loud power tools are? I know that sounds like a stupid comment, and I guess it kind of is the more I think about it, but... Definitely so. Things like jackhammers are so loud that you literally cause yourself bodily harm if you aren't careful using them. Through sound alone. I suppose human eardrums are quite delicate, aren't they? I'm not quite sure the semantics of it. Not semantics, but the details of it, but I believe they are. I mean, isn't it like you're born with pretty decent hearing, but then as you get older and stuff, it's your hearing gets slowly and slowly worn down until... Well, that's what hearing loss basically is, isn't it? I'm just describing to you what hearing loss is in case you've never heard of that concept before somehow. Which, you know, fair enough, as first time for everything. As that XKCD comic once says, you can be one of today's lucky 10,000. Although I now think about it, I think the comic only applies to... because it uses the American population, doesn't it? You know, if you don't know what I'm talking about, just completely ignore me. I'm surprised there's still contractors doing construction stuff during this situation. The world situation, I should say. Everyone knows what I'm talking about. I'm not going to go into more detail than that. But isn't it like construction's considered an essential service right now, so it has to continue, I'd imagine. So I wonder what they've got going on. I'm not much of a DIY person, to be honest. Not much of a handyman. Not particularly skilled with... Well, I can put IKEA furniture together, but I think that's more a testament to how good I am at following instructions rather than my own practical skills. I wasn't planning to pluck it, I just want to fill in a hole, to be honest. We do have a lot of flowers in our inventory though, which we should probably try and sort out a little bit. Hello, Audie. We're here to drop off some flowers if you don't mind. Some purple hyacinths as well. What colour is this? I can't tell. I don't know, but maybe Audie will free up a present slot in our inventory, so let's have a chat with her. I don't know why I'm leaning in so much. Yeah, I'm not much of a DIY person. I don't know, we didn't have like... I'm trying to think, back in school what we had design technology, I suppose back in primary school, but that was something that we like rarely did and we alternated doing it with art, so not really something I got much experience in, I should say. This is too many flowers. What are we going to do with all these flowers, Audie? Let's plant some over here or something. Just to get rid of them. something like this, right? Trying to spread them out so we don't get too many hybrids being grown. I guess it's kind of inevitable, isn't it, though? Shouldn't think about it too much. There we go. Yeah, we didn't really have we had design technology back in primary school. We didn't have any, I didn't mean to do that in the slightest, equivalent of a physical workshop class, I think, in secondary school. We had some design and technology aspects in art, I suppose, but I don't think we ever had anything like workshopping, wood shopping. Wood shopping? Wood shopping is not something you do. Yeah, like America has wood shop, don't they? Or maybe that's what all these high school movies would lead me to believe, at least. How true it is begging the question, but I don't particularly know. All I know is that we haven't had much experience of it. In our school, at least. But I feel like I'm not probably that bad with practicality. And DIY-esque things. It's just not for me, though. Not interested in it. We have a lot of orange flowers. I'm not sure what we can do with all this. Wait, was that even orange? That might have been red. No, it was orange. Okay. It's double and triple checking. Plant these cosmoses down. Is that a black flower over there? No, it's a purple rose. I don't know how I thought that was a black rose over there. I guess I didn't really think about the fact that I'm talking about DIY in this Animal Crossing game, where DIY is a major focus of this one. You're just sweeping with flowers, so it seems a bit odd at the end, but you know, you do you. Yeah, such a game centered around DIY. It's not really much my thing in real life. I mean, I suppose in video games it's terribly simplified compared to reality, which shouldn't be surprised, because if it was as complicated as it was in reality, I don't think anyone would perhaps have the necessary skills, or not many people would have the necessary skills to put these plans into action, shall we say? I don't know. It just, the impression you get from American high school shows is that everyone knows how to make a birdhouse for whatever reason. It's the only thing they make. A birdhouse, and you feel really good. They have like a spinning lathe, and you make like a coat hanger or something, or a hat hanger. Not that I've actually seen many of those in real life, to be honest. I don't know when the last time I've seen a hat hanger is. Let's put some more red flowers by Eric's house. You know, he's got a lot of space. He can handle it. What mums we got? Eric just vibing. I respect that, to be honest. We've got some more flowers over here that we want to deal with. There's a green mum. Another pink mum. Oh. Eric, you're just about to go walk about. Excuse me. That wasn't even Joy-Con drift. I think I nudged my Joy-Con there. Distract me, Eric, from this. You got some wood under your... Some logs of wood tucked under your arm. Tucked under your arm there. What sort of DIY you can do? Isn't it crazy? Everyone in this game is super into DIY. Or at least has some capability of doing it, I suppose. These villages, you know? You wouldn't expect that in real life. Not everyone's got the practical handyman mindset, I suppose. Or natural ability. Talent, you might argue. Myself included, I think about category. My strong benefit is just being able to follow instructions to a T, you know? How long has that pear been there? I might have missed that on any other day, but not today for some reason. Today is the day I saw it. Don't mind me, Eric. So walking through, Sylvana in. She is in. Yeah. Isn't it weird? Yeah, you never really think about it, but every single villager in this Animal Crossing game likes DIY. Look at Sylvana, crafting away, proving my point. How do you know how to make a chair? How do you know how to make a cutting board? I don't know how to make a cutting board. Oh, just raw materials and wood. And I don't know how to make any of this. How do you know, Savannah? Where did you learn? Did you go to a workshop? Maybe all of these villagers, they all went, when they all went to school, they had a woodshop class, you know? Workshop class. just like we builders outside there. They all know what we're doing. Look at all these power tools you have. You look at the electric drill. I don't know why you have two of these like perpendicular ruler things. Got some pliers, two really, really thick screwdrivers. Look at them. You got a metal hammer, you got a hacksaw. Is that called a hacksaw? I can't remember. A wooden mallet. Two Sharpies. What's underneath it? You got a load of paint. Some toolboxes. I gotta assume there's like nails and stuff in there. Is that like an electrical cord? You don't even have sockets in your room, Sylvana. How do you power anything? And where do you get? How do you just come up with these blueprints? That's amazing. We don't give these villagers enough credit. Just inventing recipes or like schematics, I suppose, just like that. You know? Could you do that? Maybe. I'm not going to doubt that. There's definitely definitely a few of you out there who could definitely just off the cuff. Apparently we've got 2 full inventory. What we've got going on that we can get rid of. We can learn this. Why not? Who could just like that, just invent a schematic or something, a plan for some furniture item. I definitely couldn't. If I was on a deserted island and you were like, build a chair, and I'd be like, sorry, I have no idea how to do that. There's not a talent in my wheelhouse, you know. I've got no workshop skills. How would you even do it without tools, you know? Are you telling me you could do it with tools? Okay, this purple one, I'm sorry, but you've been eliminated from contention of being a legitimate purple hybrid, I should say. None of it matters so much. We already got one that we need. We just need to wait for either that one or the yellow rose to duplicate itself. Let's move this white rosa. Is that a rosa? No, that's just bamboo. Oh, another strike over here from this white rose. We have too many flowers on our being right now. Okay, we'll come back to this. These ones. We'll drop off some of these pink flowers by Lily's house, just so we can deal with our inventory problem that we've currently got as of right now. Do you have space over here? Not a lot. Is this a space? This might be a space. I really need to sort out these flowers at some point. We can move these white pansies, I suppose, swap them for some more pink flowers. It doesn't really sort out the inventory problem that we got though. It it turns one problem into a different problem, doesn't it? I'm trying to think, what's the most complicated thing, I think, if I was like on a deserted island, like the start of this game, what's the most complicated thing I could build? Like, I don't even know how to do a campfire. I know that might be surprising to a lot of you, if you've ever been, I don't know what the American equivalent of like scouts or guides is. Guides is, but like I know a club activity, I suppose, about camping and stuff. You know, I don't really know what Cub Scouts, guides, all that sort of things do. But I assume if you are one of the people who used to attend one of those things, you probably know how to make a campfire. I feel like I vaguely understand the concepts behind making a campfire from some random videos I've watched, but I've not got the practical skills to do it. Unless you give me a match, I suppose. I don't know. To be fair, I think actually creating a campfire without a match is actually kind of difficult. I mean, maybe it's not. I always got the assumption it was somewhat difficult, but it's not as easy as you see in movies as just rubbing 2 sticks together. You had to do some other things. You had to get some like flammable tinder going. You had to... What else do you have to do? I don't know. It's a thing. The one I've seen is like you take off your shoelace and you make like a bow. You wrap your shoelace like once around a stick, which has a little like crevice. Not crevice in it. That's not really what I meant. It's around like a wooden stake, I suppose. Is how I describe it. When you got like a load of sawdust around the area, then you like move a bow back and forth really quickly or something, such that the shoelace rotates that wooden stake and then I guess creates a spark or something that catches the sawdust on fire. I'm not really sure how it works, to be honest. That's my understanding of it, and I'm sure it's very flawed and probably not exactly how fire starting works. But you know, I suppose I should count myself lucky that I've never had to have that skill yet. I don't have to know how to start fires for, well, numerous reasons, to be honest. I never have to been in a survival situation. I was going to say I've never been camping. That's not true. I have been camping on like school trips and stuff, but you know, that's with like tons of other people who are all much more qualified survivalists than I am. It doesn't really count, as you know, you're in survival situation. To be fair, I'm not sure how many people have actually been in a survival situation before. One requiring the knowledge of like fire starting and that sort of thing. It's a rather rare occurrence, I'd put my money on. I put my money on just being some weird way of saying I bet. Do we have enough inventory space? Here you can see the 3 things we caught. We caught a rainbow stag, a saw shark, and a great white shark, which will promptly donate to Blathers right now. Because I'm sure he'd love to see the new critters and stuff we got. We'll assess the fossils as well. See if we got the final fossil we're missing. Probably not. It's like what percentage chance isn't it? We got 4 fossils each day, and I think there's like 150 fossils. 4 out of 150, 2 out of 75, about 1 in 30 something ish. What's that percentage wise? No, 3% I think? Less than 3% probably. Like 2.5% maybe. Not great odds. Actually, I guess it's not exactly quite that, but you know, that's going into the maths. We're doing approximations, we don't need exacts. Anyway, a rainbow stag. Of course I'd love to learn more about this, Blathers. What do you have to say? Rainbows are beautiful things, I'm sure we all agree, but rainbow stag beetles, blech. Yes, this beetle's back and belly shine with a pretty rainbow-coloured luster. But that does not change the fact that this bug has large pincers on its face and loves to pick a fight. If one could wish upon a rainbow, then I wish to stay far away from a rainbow stag. Perhaps I picked the wrong profession. Oh, Blathers. You do a fantastic job though anyway, despite the fact of your fear of insects anyway. I'm amazed you have your passion for education and curating is so strong that you can overcome your fear. That's admirable, I think. As you might expect from the name, the saw shark is a shark with a head that resembles a saw. This unusual appendage is used both to dig potential prey out of the sand and as a weapon against said prey. Given that, it seems like a more appropriate name would have been shovel sword shark. What? A shovel sword shark. Truly the most versatile of tools. You know, you can dig a hole while you cut a log in half and then have a shark at the same time. For whatever reason. A great white shark. Yes, please, do tell me about it. Great white sharks are obviously known first and foremost for their biting. They are masters of a craft. They do lose teeth regularly through biting related activities, but luckily those teeth grow back rather quickly. In fact, their missing teeth can be regrown in a single day. Just imagine their tooth fairy related income. Shark teeth are different though, right? But there's something special about it. Oh no, maybe I'm thinking about whale teeth. Yeah, I think I'm thinking about whale teeth. Like baleen filters or something like that. I can't remember exactly. I'm not a marine biologist. I don't really know what I'm talking about when it comes to fishes. These are just random facts that I read one time in some random place ages ago. Who have we not given presents to? A lot of people. We've only given out like 3 presents. Don't know where everyone is. Axel's not in his home. But he's got another green mum to spice up the situation. I guess we'll plant it back here. We'll check out Nooks, see what they got going on. If anything interesting. If not anything interesting, then what can you do? How many fish and bugs have we still got left to catch? I want to check out the museum again once I've caught more. I've got giant snakehead, saddled bitchy, whale shark and hammerhead shark, scorpion, Goliath beetle. Only 6. Oh hey Flo. Let me give us to you. A Prezi. We've only got 6 things left. 4 fish and 2 insects. I'm so surprised I haven't seen a scorpion yet. Unbelievable, in my opinion. A tea dress. Thank you very much. Why are we in here again? I guess we can sell some things. I'm gonna buy some gift wrap for later, maybe. It's a rubber duck fishing rod. Oh my word. Carry some gift wrap in case I play later on and it's too late and Nook's is already closed. That happens sometimes. That's why sometimes I start the thing and I don't have any gifts in my inventory. Nothing else looks interesting. Let's put these flowers down so we can sort stuff out. Got 10 minutes. Find a giant snakehead. That's all that's left to do, to be honest. Before 4 PM. I guess we could try and find a whale shark. Apparently you can find them at any time, according to my notes. Whether that's correct or not, I suppose. I don't know for certain. I'm inclined to believe me. Oh, there you are, Roscoe. Where have you been all this time? Why don't we give you a present? We've got 4 presents left. Who are we not giving stuff to? Lily? I think Rowan? Axel? Eric, right? I don't think we gave something to Eric because he was sitting down. That seems right. That seems right to me. Let's put this rose down. I could definitely make a flower wreath. I can. That's one of the recipes. That seems simple enough. I know how to make daisy chains, all that. You have everything. Just vibing, I guess. I know how to make daisy chains. That was something I did a lot in primary school. Maybe I've forgotten. Maybe it's been that long. No, we gave something to Eric. Because he started walking about again. So I'm just walking over here to look at a pond. Someday there'll be a giant snakehead in there. Perhaps I should craft some bait and fish it up that way, but, you know, that's effort. Digging up bait for like an hour or so is incredibly draining and boring. Just to put it bluntly, I suppose. But we'll shove these things into our storage for now. Isn't the kanji tea one of the lucky items? I think it might be. I think it might be. Don't quote me on that, but let's try and get it out again. I vaguely remember. Yes, this one. This is one of the lucky items. I don't know where you need to put it though, for it to count as it being lucky. I think you can put it on the wall, right? Why don't we put it on this wall? Because there's nothing above this one. But you can just like hang it up like that, I believe. And it counts as a lucky item. I didn't mean to go downstairs. There's a few other lucky items I haven't got as well. I know that Animal Crossing themed Nintendo Switch is also a lucky item. I just, for some reason, have never bought it, despite the fact we have enough Nook Mile tickets and stuff for it. You know what I also learned? I learned there's a Nook Shopping app on the phone. And to get it, you had to buy 100 things or so from the Nook store. Or through Nook Shopping. Apparently I haven't done enough of that yet, so we didn't go to Vivian's house for some reason to drop off these flowers, so I guess we'll do that quickly. As we have another look at these ponds. Maybe I should make another pond. I don't know where I'd make another one though. Just for an increased chance of getting these flowers. We don't have enough space for pink roses. So why don't we put one here instead? Yeah, if I just make a load of tiny ponds, surely that increases the chance of me getting a giant snakehead. Just randomly. I didn't mean to dig that one up, but you know. The game's deciding for me, apparently. Oh my god, please. I want to dig up that rose just to the left of me, right there. It's the one that's currently in the way. I shouldn't say it's in the way, it's more like it's misaligned from the others. Is there space back here? That doesn't look like space to me. I have no idea what that noise was. Someone hammering, I guess? We'll move this lily out of the way and put this rose down instead. Lovely. Let's have a quick look at these ponds, see if there's anything new. No big shadows, no big shadows. I can't believe I caught like 4 gars, but I haven't caught a single giant snakehead. You know, sometimes that's just how luck works out, isn't it? It's a luck of a draw. That's my McCree impression. Oh, you're walking around, Lily? No, you're still sitting down. Dear, hey, nice to see you, Drip Drop. I'm trying to make the most of today. Fair enough. Sometimes making the most of today is just vibing. Just sitting down, you know, having a rest. It's a weekend, you know. What else are you gonna do? Weekends are for relaxing. Sort of. Well, it depends on your profession, I suppose. I shouldn't say that so brazenly. Wow, we have no space to get any of these fruits. We're just gonna harvest them now as we run around because, I mean, we don't have much else to do. We can check for, I suppose we can check the ocean to see if a whale shark spawn. I deem it unlikely though, and I'd much rather do it during the evening time when we also have a chance of catching that other shark. A hammerhead shark, that's the other one we're missing. But we'll collect these fruits, you know. Save myself a trouble later. And also these fruits are decently close to some of the ponds. I mean, it's not like we have a particularly large island. I do kind of wish it was larger sometimes though. Mainly because I want to invite more villagers to the island. Ooh, that's a pretty big fish. Big fish, little fish, cardboard box. That might be a carp though. It's a little hard to tell. Just be patient, it'll probably turn around. Fish in ponds like to skitter about like crazy, see? Exactly like that. Just close your eyes and listen. Slow bite to this one. Gonna take a while. Oh, well, there we go. I'm looking, I don't think it's big enough. Yeah, it's a carp. Should have seen it coming, you know? It's to be expected. You just don't get your hopes up too much and then you won't be as disappointed. Eric looking a bit sleepy there. I suppose it's a very nice day in Fawnhollow, isn't it? Easy to fall asleep to. What a day. That doesn't make sense. It's easy weather to fall asleep in, is what I meant to say. We've got another fruit tree around here, which is born fruit. Maybe not. Maybe I should plant more fruit trees. I don't know. Oh, there's Axel. Working those legs, you know it. And by working those legs, I mean not at all. 3 people. Lily, Rowan, Flo? Have we not had a chat with Flo? Maybe not. Hard to record, to be honest. Oh, there's something in the pond here. Was it big? No, it's tiny. Get out of here. I have a feeling we didn't talk to Flo yet. If we did, we spoke to her very near the beginning, and I just don't remember it very well. It's okay. It's always a great time to visit our friend Flo. Oh, apparently we did. Oh right, Happy Home Academy's coming by tomorrow, aren't they? Well, my place decked out me style, so I don't care what they think. I should really clean though. I like how you hung up your clothes though, Flo. That was like the rumba dress which Axel got her. These other villagers are giving much more creative presents than I am, to be honest. And we've got a cherry tree which we can shake. Shake, 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 shake. Shake it. There we go, we've got all our fruits ready. We can get them wrapped up. Won't do it on camera though, it's not very interesting. Not like I'm doing something more interesting right now, but just running back and forth between these ponds, hoping for a giant snakehead to appear in one of them. I suppose it kind of happens when you've got very few fish and bugs left to catch. Ooh, that seems not big enough, to be honest. How I catch pond fish is I always put my bobber in a different direction to their facing because I don't always do this, but I feel like they turn around so often that it's very hard to get it in front of them sometimes. Easy to get them to turn into it. See, just watch it. Oh, it's gonna turn down. There we go. And boom, just like that. I immediately pressed A for some reason. My reaction, my brain consciously thought don't press A, and then my reaction was press A for some reason. My reactions are too quick for my brain, or the other way around, I don't know. That's why I tend to close my eyes, so you can't anticipate it. Just another carp. I think carps are one size smaller than the fish we want, so get out of here. Go back into the ecosystem, I suppose. I'm not going to keep you in my house forever. I'll just stink up the place. Let's have one last check of these ponds, and then we'll probably round off the episode here. Not much else to be doing. Tiny fish in a pond, get out of here. I mean, I guess that could be a goldfish, and maybe we should fish it up so we can get a goldfish statue eventually, but I'm not too worried about getting these fishing statues. There's a lot of them. I'll keep rare fish as I see fit. Okay, so the last pond. Nothing in here. Well, you know, that's just how she goes sometimes. Maybe one of these days I'll actually record a KK Slider concert, but as he sings us out, if you have been watching, thank you very much. This has been Animal Crossing New Horizons, and I've been Dear Darling. I hope we can see each other again, but for now it's our farewell. So until next time. No? Bye-bye for now.